Joined now by a very special guest, the very first captain in Cape Breton Screaming Eagles history, Daniel Payette. Daniel, we'll start off, I guess, about that captaincy. How did it feel to be named the first captain of the Screaming Eagles?
Well, it was a great honor 20 years ago, and it seems like just a few years passed by pretty fast, but it was quite an honor. I still have my jersey at home and pretty proud to show it to my kids now.
Before you came to Cape Breton, you actually were in Halifax, too, at a time when there wasn't a lot of maritime teams in the QMJHL. What was that experience like when you went from playing in Saint Jean to playing with the Mooseheads?
Well, it was a big difference. I think that the Mooseheads really stepped up a couple notch in the league for attendance. Halifax had a minor pro hockey team compared to different teams in Quebec that were still pretty average, well, not an average team, but weren't quite the same. So Halifax really raised up the level, just the services that players had. And when Cape Breton came in the lead, Moncton too, I think that the Maritimes team really raised up the quality of the teams.
Yeah, and you go down in history as the only player to play for both the first-year Mooseheads and the first-year Screaming Eagles. Tell us what memories stand out from that year that you got to spend in Cape Breton. Obviously, you were a bit late coming back because you tried out for the AHL, but tell us about that first year in Sydney.
This was my fourth year in the league. I was already an overage, and too bad that it was the only year I got to spend in Cape Breton because I really liked it. Like you said, I came back. I think I started the season. I went to the Calgary Flames training camp. Then after that, I started the year in the AHL. I came back in November, I guess. Well, it went fast. It seems like the season went by in a few weeks, and we made the playoff just very last game, I guess. I scored that goal to win that game. It's a good memory.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, that's probably their first real strong memory is you scoring that goal in overtime. Did you have a good feeling when you touched the puck that you were going to score? Did you have the move planned out?
Well, I remember that we were in our end and the defenseman was struggling with the puck, and I forechecked him and got the puck, went on a breakaway, and I knew I was going to score. I had a good feeling. I think I scored really. My move was already made and it worked out, and the crowd was very excited too, so it was a very good feeling.
Fans will be probably interested to know that I actually ended up making contact with you through your billet. So after 20 years, you're still keeping in contact. How much does that say about the player-billet relationship in junior?
With the Medill family, they were one of the reasons why I liked to play in Cape Breton. As soon as I got into their family, they treated me like I was their son. Back then, they had two little girls. Now I saw them last spring because I was in Halifax for the university championship, and they were there. I'm still in touch with them, and they were one of the reasons why my year in Cape Breton was so fun. I'm just happy that I'm still in touch with them, so hi to them.
Of course, you with UQTR, both your employment now and as a player. Talk about playing for the team. How did you enjoy that? Did that help you land the job that you have now?
It helped me a lot with hockey and with school and for work now because we had a very good team back then, and I had good years too. So after my second year, I had an invitation to Montreal Canadiens training camp, and I signed an AHL contract with them too. So I had the opportunity to play another season pro after 2 years of university, but I came back to finish school after that. I had a great time at the UQTR too, and I met lots of people that helped me to get the job that I have now, and now I'm happy and to work with the athletic department at the UQTR.
Yeah, lastly, I'll get you to describe what it is you do and talk about your situation at home. I know you mentioned you have kids as well.
Yes, I have a daughter. She's 10 years old, and I have a son. He's 8 years old. They're both playing hockey. My daughter, she's playing Atom, and she's a goaltender as well as a forward. She's doing both. And my son is playing second-year novice. And they love hockey. They love sports, and I love playing with them just in the street or in the backyard rink. I'm trying to translate my passion for school and sports to my kids. I have fun with them.
What about the teams you oversee at the school?
With UQTR, they will have a good team again this year, and the Canadian Championship will not be in Halifax this year, will be in Fredericton. Our goal is to go back there and win the whole thing this year, and I think we're capable of doing it.
Well, I'm sure there'll be people that'll be rooting for them now that they know you're involved. Daniel, we thank you for doing this. Thanks for giving us a great year as captain, and thanks for coming back to tell us about it all these years later.
Thanks for calling me. It's an honor to talk with you, and just want to say congratulations to the Cape Breton Screaming Eagle for the 20th anniversary, and keep going for a few years again. And hi to all the Capers, and just let you know that I spent only one season with you guys, but it was a very fun one, and I still remember it.
Once an Eagle, always an Eagle. That's Daniel Payette joining us here at the intermission. McDonald Auto Group, Scream Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.